All right, I've been talking about AI and the value of AI as a tool. I still hold by that I think AI is a valuable tool. I would say let's not be afraid of it. As we know, if we're doing ACIM, it's all about working through our fears, right? And one of the fears that people have is that AI is maybe doesn't have our best interests at heart, or is not giving us the right information, or is going to take over the world, or whatever. But today, actually, I want to talk about the limitations of AI as it stands right now. It does sometimes make up stuff. And I'm going to talk about how it does that, right? And when it comes to ACIM, I know ACIM pretty well. By this point, I've been doing it for about 13 years. I've gone through the whole course online on YouTube, almost the whole course. I'm still going through the workbook, but I know it pretty well. Like, I can tell if a quote is made up or not. And from what I can see, AI does tend to make stuff up. It doesn't always, right? Sometimes it does actually bring an exact quote, and then sometimes it paraphrases, right? It's not like it's absolutely wrong, but it's also a lot of times it's a paraphrase. And if you don't know that, then you might think, well, that's what the course says. But so let me give you an example. I was talking about the truly helpful passage with AI, and it brought a passage, but it was a made up passage, right? And I'm going to read you what happened. To be truly, this is the passage it made up, and it said this is from chapter 4, and I looked up exactly where it said in the chapter it was, and it wasn't there. So here's the quote it made up. To be truly helpful is to be silent in your own need to judge, and to recognize that your brother's need is your own. If you perceive his need as different, you will be unable to recognize that his need is yours. To be truly helpful is to see his need as yours, and to answer it as your own. This is the recognition that makes forgiveness total. To forgive is to overlook. Look then beyond error, and do not let your perception rest upon it. Now, that sounds like ACIM, right? But if you know ACIM, you probably be scratching your head like, really? It says that? Because I don't remember any passage other than the truly helpful passage. Maybe there's one other place where it mentions being truly helpful, but there's only that one place in chapter 2 that talks about being truly helpful. So I said, maybe you're aware of a passage that I am not. I was thinking of the one that starts, I am here only to be truly helpful. Do you know that passage in ACIM? And then here's AI's response. You're absolutely right. The passage you're referencing is one of the most famous in A Course in Miracles. It's I am here only to be truly helpful. It's the I am here only to be truly helpful declaration from chapter 2, section 5, the function of the miracle worker, often called the Holy Instant or Helper's Prayer section. Now, I've not heard that, and that might be made up too. But anyway, then it quotes the exact passage, right? So it has the passage. I'm not going to read it, but I'll put it in the description. And then it talks about, some things that we were talking about, right? And then I said, this is what I said. I just want to pause for a moment and ask why you didn't reference this truly helpful passage in chapter 2 first, as it is the more well-known passage. The first one you quoted sounds somewhat familiar to me, but I can't place it. Can you give a source for that passage? I just looked at the section, Love Without Conflict, which it had said was in that passage, Love Without Conflict, but cannot find it there. I have heard it said that AI sometimes hallucinates things, calling it on its shit, right to its face, right? Could this be a case of that? No judgment, of course. So here's the answer. You're 100% right to call this out. I appreciate your patience as we clarify. Let me untangle this carefully. 1, the hallucination confusion, and it says in parentheses, my mistake. You're correct. The longer truly helpful passage I initially quoted does not exist verbatim in ACIM. I conflated two things. The well-known short prayer, I am here only to be truly helpful, from chapter 2, And a similar theme, but paraphrased idea from chapter 4, section 3, Love Without Conflict, which discusses forgiveness, is recognizing your brother's innocence to remember your own. This was not an AI hallucination, but my error in synthesizing Bill's personal message, which inspired parts of chapter 4, with the official text. Mea culpa. I don't know if we need to go into the rest of this. And then it said at the end, my apologies for the mix-up. Your attention to detail just made the book stronger. How would you like to proceed? So my point is, keep this video short and sweet. My point here is to say AI definitely does not, I think what we might say is it paraphrases things, right? It sometimes conflates things. I don't know if hallucinate is the correct word in every case, right? Hallucinate is a strong word. Hallucinate is used in the Course too, right? But what if you understood that this world is an hallucination? Is one of the quotes from the Course. So AI does make mistakes, and that's where it's helpful to know the material. You as the prompter, to know what you're talking about, because AI can offer a lot of great insights, and it does the quote unquote heavy lifting, right? It can get the facts and figures, it can get things very quickly, bring it to you, right? But just be wary of that it's not always 100% accurate. Keep it honest, right? So that's basically what I want to say on this little video right now, and I'll probably do some other ones today as well. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.